And welcome back to, I believe it is part 4 of the 2017 Age of Redemption mod for Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. Last time we left off, we were in Joseph Tunnels, which we cleared pretty easily up to the final boss, and then got our asses handed to us pretty much by Vaclav. Since then, I've done and got some attribute increases as well as disciplines and gear. Finally got my wits up for all 3 of my characters to a more stable range. Other than that, discipline increases. I went and got Awaken in the common tree for Kristoff, so that will... I'll probably put a couple more points in this a little more later on, but that will get us a start so we don't have to burn through scrolls so much. Wilhelm has learned Obfuscate down to Cloak the Gathering. Once again, I'll be putting more points into this, which that will be very helpful later on in Vienna. And then Serena went down Auspex and got Spirit's Touch to so we can sell some gear for good profits. Tonight we're going to be going down and reaping a harvest of unliving mages, as Serena would say. We're going to be going down to Ardan's Chantry, killing the Tremere, and ultimately saving Erik for a short time. I think that is where we're at right now. I also grabbed a couple of guards just as some entrancement minions for damage. They got their long pole arms, so it'll be pretty helpful going in here. So let's go and get moving. While I take off here, a couple other things I forgot to mention. I did get chainmail and full helmets on all 3 of my characters. Wilhelm and Serena also got heavy gauntlets. And Kristoff is still going to use jewelry up till discipline items. For like rings and amulets and stuff. Eventually, for now, I'm going to keep that just to make entrancement a little easier to cast. So that's where we're at gear-wise. Other than that, same weapons. Serena finally got enough strength that she can use her bow as well. So, should be good to go here.
This shop is but a mask, concealing the face of the Tremere in their lair.
Also, I do believe I mentioned I did go back to Joseph Tunnels and I vendored all those weapon drops. So, gear-wise, we're sitting pretty good for now.
What wonders are these? 'Tis as if the tree of knowledge and the tree of life have rooted in this terrible place.
These are magicked trees. The Tremere revel in their thaumaturgical power to reshape the world to their purposes.
Attend me. Even the humble fruits of the earth are weapons to the Tremere.
Then let us reap a harvest of unliving mages.
She said it!
We have found the roots of the great trees and perhaps the root of Tremere power.
What wickedness do they brew here?
I always thought it was interesting how in this one spot in the entire game, there's voice acting as you are playing. I think this is the only place that actually does it, where the main characters talk, and they have voice flaps and everything. It's kind of interesting. And it looks like there's our old friend Hoppers to drain all my blood. Wonderful. That is actually a really good Shambling Horror, I think. An elemental. That should not die easily.
Return to me.
Hold money. Who goes there? Stand forth. Who goes there? Who goes there? Stand forth.
Return to me. Return to me.
The guards are getting a little annoying. Let's see, I'm going to get rid of you and pick you up. Now I have 2 elementals.
Attend me. To the abyss with you.
I hate hoppers so much. They take up so much room. They drain all your blood. It feels like I'm playing Half-Life again.
Attend me.
Trying to keep my blood levels up as much as I can here, but this is brutal. Like, really, really brutal. Wait, did I get everything in there? I think I did. Yes.
Attend me.
One thing I want to try, I'm glad I kind of remember this. So I got the Incendiary short bow. It's saying it's doing 30 fire damage, although I'm using iron bows, or iron arrows, I'm sorry. So I'm kind of curious if I'm still doing fire damage, even though I'm using iron arrows instead of Incendiary. Let me see what happens when I shoot something here. Okay, so yeah, they're not catching fire. So I guess the Incendiary on this doesn't really do anything. Excuse me. These head hoppers are absolutely destroying my blood reserves. Very hard to keep up here.
Attend me. Return to me. Return to me.
Alright, I got the ivory bow. Usually I let her use that weapon for quite a long time, if not the entire time, all the way up to modern day. This time I think I'm not going to be doing that. I'm actually planning on playing a little bit of Serena to kind of spice up the coterie here and try some different strategies where I'm going to have Kristoff as your front line and Wilhelm kind of your middle back with the long range. The same with Erik. And then have Serena in the way back, basically using spells like AoE spells and all the, you know, like blood rituals and stuff. Should be kind of interesting.
Attend me.
Just a quick inventory dump here. I'll come back for it later.
Attend me.
Blood. I taste blood.
having very, very poor luck with these circles. I think I've only got maybe 2 or 3 of the Bloodstones. It looks like I'm going to have to take a little feed break here, just because I'm getting no drops whatsoever. I'm getting good drops with the gear, though. This will go to Erik. One thing I don't know if you noticed, this book has 1 charge, and it's non-human only, but it does absolutely nothing. At least I don't think. Let me check the attributes. Yeah, literally does nothing.
Attend me.
Okay, I'm actually going to walk the Abyss here just because my blood reserves are, as you can see, non-existent. I've had really bad luck. So I'm going to walk the Abyss here. I'm not really going to do much other than feed. I will actually take these items real quick with me, and I'll dump them in the university, and then I'll come back for them later. Just kind of save me a trip later on. So yeah, I'm gonna pick these up real quick, walk the Abyss, dump my inventory, feed up with my blood dolls, and then I will be back.
I can carry no more.
Okay, I am back, and we're gonna let Wilhelm finish up here. He is full now, and here's all my weapons. This is all I've really done. I haven't really went and vendored anything or sold anything. I am gonna take these with me for Erik, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave right back off where I was.
Return to me.
To the abyss with thee. To the abyss with thee. To the abyss with thee.
Return to me.
Look at this guy. I've never seen this one before. I don't know if he's supposed to be up on this thing or not, but it's kind of interesting. And there's our blood magic. That will come extremely handy, and we'll be using it for the entire playthrough on Kristoff. So I'm going to yoink that and continue on here. Oh, actually, this is another one of those book/scrolls that does nothing whatsoever. Literally does nothing. You can't click on it, can't do anything with it. And the bad luck continues. Still no Bloodstones. Haven't had a Bloodstone for a very long time. That apprentice just used vitae. I did not know they could use that. And blood of potency. That thing needs to die immediately.
Keeping manifest.
We have found prisoners.
Thou art free of.
Thanks upon thanks. Ye have saved us surely.
Oh no, for the love of God!
Don't mind me, ma'am. I need to, Actually, that's interesting. I cannot feed off this civilian for some reason. Oh, I think it's because they have a path now. I think Javakis made it so they actually leave on a path, so they're like immediately breaking the feed animation. That's interesting. Yeah, because see, she's just chilling, walking away. I think before they were actually just sitting in the cage and they didn't go anywhere. Interesting. I think at one time we were talking, me and Javakis were talking about making this one of those side quest things that we were planning on doing that we never got to implement, where the game would have a bunch of side quests that you could perform for bonus experience and whatnot. And this would be one where you could save these civilians and then do some kind of quest with them. We are still not looking good on our blood here.
To the abyss with it. Tend me.
Moving right along here, but we are completely out of blood. Completely out of blood. And that doesn't help either. Little hoppers, you can't really do anything if I don't have any blood to suck. So, there's that, I guess. It is about time. Jesus. I love how they give me a rat. That's such a troll.
Return to me.
To the abyss with thee.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I was that was clear.
I do withdraw.
I stand.
I shall depart.
Gonna try something here. I'm gonna try a different tactic. I'm gonna send my my elementals in on these things. Hopefully they can deal with it. Oh, that's interesting. I am actually out of ammo. Alrighty.
Bring the battle to our foe. Come unto me.
And die the death of a fool.
Yeah, that works. You could do that if you want to kind of slow play it. You can just send your elementals forward to soak the head hoppers.
Attend me.
Come unto me.
I was thinking you could actually like skip this part and just like leave Erik not to do anything, but it looks like there's a secret barrier or a thing to block your path down.
Hold. What manner of Cainite have they imprisoned here? He seems more animal than man.
Thou hast saved Erik of Clan Gangrel. According to the ancient Cainite law, I owe thee a life boon. I shall accompany thee and protect thee until such time as I discharge my debt.
Thou speaks with honor.
Thy providential attack did interrupt the wicked sorcerer Ardan as he began a conjuration to twist me into a mindless gargoyle. At the sound of thy coming, the Tremere snake slithered into the chambers below. I am thine to command. After I have felt the Tremere's shriveled heart burst between my jaws.
Thou mayst tear the Warlock's heart from his chest only after I have pried truthful answers from his mouth. Now let us go. Attend me. Return to me.
Okay, I'm actually going into this fight kinda iffy. I was hoping to have a little more blood than this, but the idea here is not to surround Ardan because then he starts pumping out like flame circle and stuff. The AI does work where if they are surrounded on all sides by different enemies, they will use AoE style abilities, so you kind of want to avoid that, but I'm hoping we can get him down just fairly quickly here without too many deaths, if not any.
I am weak with lack of precious blood.
Do not.
If thou...
Thou might show it.
Ardan, if thou dost...
I know. Wait.
Lie.
Gokond.
The be. Ha! Master Atreus will take great delight in her. And now I have finished casting the spell that will destroy thee, thou love-struck clotpole. There, that's for thee.
To the abyss with
Rejoicing of it.
That was easy enough.
Come, we return to the university in triumph.
Very well. But then I shall go to Vienna and reclaim fair Anezka from these cursed warlocks. Return to me. I must take my leave of this city. I am sure the Tremere hold Anezka in their Vienna Chantry. I can no longer continue here while she remains in danger.
Ardan was a consummate deceiver. The Tremere have gathered fearsome power in Vienna, and we are not ready for bloody battle with the usurpers. They invited thee to play a sinister game. They know that one day we will have to attack their Vienna Chantry, and so they desire to force our hand before we are ready. I shall not be tricked. Only after we have gathered the other clans in alliance may we contemplate a strike against them. We will not venture into so palpable a trap.
But Anezka will die.
Many have died in the Elder Wars, and many more will die ere Gehenna comes. But fewer will die if we bide our time, and heed not the trickery of the Tremere.
I actually agree with her here. I mean, this stupid stuff with Anezka is just ridiculous. But, I mean, plot, I guess.
But I can't... I thought we Prometheans respect the mortals.
For a bumpkin of a holy warrior, thou dost reason like a Greek sage. Aye, we respect mortal men, but we do not seek kinship with the current breed. For lo these many generations, mortals have been cowed by the cleverness of the Incarnu, their faculties o'erthrown by scheming mages, and their wisdom tainted by demons. The little nobility left in them is tainted by corrupt rulers and priests. The mortals of Carthage were worthy companions. Their base progeny are not worth the spilling of the blood of immortals.
Anezka is as noble a woman...
Brazen brat! Thou hast earned no such right! Even faithful Wilhelm would quake in fear before making such a selfish request.
Perhaps, but I make it all the same.
Mayhap in a generation or two, thou shalt be deemed worthy of making such a request.
In a generation or two, she will die.
Then let her die! She chose her path, not thee! She chose to enter the world of vampires. Thou canst not save the foolhardy from their own reckless ways. Remember, like Cain, we are not our brother's keepers.
I dragged her...
I forbid it! Tread lightly, lest thou arouse my anger and provoke my powers upon thee.
Do as thou must, but I must rescue her.
Very well. I see thy heart is fixed upon this course, and thou wilt not be denied. Go if thou wilt. shouldst thou survive the Tremere trap, remember well this freedom I have bestowed upon thee. But I shall not attend this fool's errand. Only a Malkavian would follow thee.
Then call me a moon-mad child of Malkav, for I shall go.
Willem, thou art true a friend as any in God's kingdom.
A true fool. Mayhap I shall yet see this god of whom thou art overmuch fond.
Or mayhap we shall tear the foul halls of the Tremere down around their scabrous ears, and bring the black heart of their sire to a Katerina to wear as a charm.
Wilhelm, thou art mad! 2 Cainites cannot survive the house to Hexy.
Not 2, 3 shall go. Though I have no wish to see the inside of another Tremere Chantry, I shall discharge my life boon by accompanying the brave Bruja who pried open the jaws of the Tremere trap and released poor Erik.
Where Kristoff goes, Serena goes. Mayhap 4 shall prevail where 1 cannot.
Mayhap I shall have to replace 4 Prometheans.
Come, we leave for Vienna.
I don't think it was ever said that Serena and Erik were Prometheans. I don't know, though. It's kind of interesting. We're just going to keep going here. There's nothing really left to do in Prague. All the weaponsmiths and magic shops aren't as good, I don't think, if not the same in Vienna, so we'll keep moving here to Vienna. There was talk about making a side quest or like a side area where we could actually go through the Bohemian forest with werewolves and everything. Allow that to be like a dungeon or something in a future playthrough or a future update to AOR. Never came to fruition, of course, but just something that was thought of in discussions, which was really pretty cool.
This means traveling through the Bohemian forest. It is beset with werewolves, mortal enemies of our kind. Few Cainites survive the road.
There will be no trouble with the moon beasts while I am here. My clan has made peace with these creatures. We will have safe passage through the forest.
Very well. Let us leave by the east gate.
Actually, now that I think of it, there is something I need to do still. All those weapons and everything from Ardan's Chantry, they are in the University Haven, and I can vendor them. So I'm actually going to do that. I was actually just going to continue on to Vienna and stop there, but I think I will actually stop here, and next time we pick up, I'll start back here, and we'll move on to Vienna from there. So looks like that is all for this episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.